Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity today to say a few words about the Nowruz, our New Year, and how it is celebrated in Iran and other parts of the world. Yeah. Nowruz is a time on the first day of spring that symbolizes renewal and lets the people reflect on peace, good neighborhood, and unity. Nowruz translates to new day. That means that Nowruz is just, we can translate it in English as new day. So in the, and Baha'is and Persian and many other countries in the world celebrate Nowruz, which occurs on the date of the vernal equinox. That is when Earth completes one full orbit around the sun and enters into a new cycle of orbiting. Those who celebrate these days actually, rather than religiously, celebrate on the exact day of equinox. Nowruz dates back approximately 3,000 years and is rooted in Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism is an ancient Persian religion that predates Christianity and Islam. Millions of people around the world celebrate this holiday. To prepare for the coming holiday, about 3 weeks prior, people start serious spring cleaning, ridding their homes of unnecessary clutter and dirt. The idea behind this is to start fresh in the new year. Nowruz is celebrated similarly to Christian Easter with many symbols, including spring and renewal. A week or so before the holiday, Nowruz comes, maybe 2 weeks before, the lentil are placed in a dish to sprout into the wheat stew, not lentils. On the day of Nowruz, families gather new and freshly cleaned clothes. So usually people in Iran, I remember they would buy new clothes. I remember every new year we had to buy new clothes. My parents would buy for themselves, for ourselves. So we go and visit our family and friends. There is a customary things that they call hafsin. That means 7 S's they put on the table. The items are, the first one is the sprouted lentils that I said before, and which present rebirth and renewal. And dried fruit, ideally from a lotus tree, which represent love, which we call it senjet, start with S. Apples, which represent beauty and health, which we call it sip, again start with S. Garlic for medicine and self-care, which we call it seal, which start with S. A sweet pudding, which represent wealth and fertility, which we call it samanu. Vinegar, which symbolizes the patience and wisdom that comes with aging. We call that serke. And sumac, probably many of you know, is a kind of spice which represents the sunrise of a new day. Many people also include other symbolic objects, such as a holy book if in their face, a mirror for reflection, colored eggs for fertility, and coins for prosperity. One specific item also some people put is goldfish in the water. A great deal of time is spent with meeting and seeing friends and family and celebrate. And usually the celebration ends visiting and seeing each other after 13 days pass. And on the 13th day of Nowruz, there is a picnic. Like people go out to the park and have picnic, bring foods, and the sprouted lentils or wheat that they have, they bring it with themselves and they just throw that into the running water. So that means they are carrying away the bad luck of the previous year and wishing for the good year to come. Nowruz also has some specific food tradition. The centerpiece of most Nowruz meals, they call it, there is a herb rice, they call it sabzi polo. It's a rice with the herb like cilantro, parsley, and they eat that with the white fish. Usually they make the white fish. You might also see something else is called kuku sabzi. Is again, this one is with cilantro and parsley and tarragon and dill, and they make it with eggs, and is something similar to frittata. Variously known as the Nowruz Day, in different countries they celebrate Nowruz, and usually always is the 21st of March or 20 of March, and including the countries that they celebrate that is there are Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, India, Iran, Iraq, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkey, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. Traditionally, Nowruz is time for renewal. Families get together, visit each other. Usually older family, they get visit with the younger ones, and also they get gifts too. Specifically in Iran, I remember the gift was like either money or coin, gold coin, like the grandfather would give to the grandkids. In old Persia, that they call it, they used to call it Persia in Iran, kings used to have court gathering for Nowruz festival. And also at that time, they would give present to the people. So I would, at the closing, I wish all of you a happy and prosperous New Year, prosperous time. And we call it in Farsi, the Happy New Year, we call it Eid Shoma Mubarak. Also, I wanted to mention some of my memory from Iran that I was living with my parents. That we are 3 girls and 1 boy, and I'm the oldest one. So when the Nowruz was coming, like close, so we had a lot of excitement in our family and our relatives, and we were going out, like doing, it's like Christmas time, like going out to shopping, and we would buy like new clothes. Also, it's traditionally that we set our table too, like we set our table is specific pastry that are like sweets that are special for Nowruz, like we put, and also with the nuts, like pistachio and other nuts, and also some fruits. So we set the table before the time comes, the Nowruz arrives. So everything is set, and people come and visit. I remember at the time that in Iran, they wouldn't call you just to ask you whether you are ready to visit you. They would just come by, the younger ones to the older one. They would come to your house, and they knew that you were ready and visit you. And it was like that for 13 days. And for school, 2 weeks holiday. And for the work, it was 1 week holiday. So it's a big holiday. It's a big festive for the people that who really celebrate this occasion. I can show you some of the, I don't know whether you can see, this is the this is the sabze. Do you see it? Can you see it? And we also have some flowers. And hyacinth is very important because also that one starts with S, the flowers. And this is senjet, like vinegar, and sumac. I have here sumac. And this is the apple, like also this is the garlic, like, and these are the eggs that are colored. I don't know, you can see it or not.
Lift it up a little higher. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. These are the colored eggs, like, you know, this, like this, like this, and this. Yeah. These are all colored eggs. And this is senjet, like it's called senjet, like you see the, yeah. And this is the sabze, like with the lentil and vinegar and sumac. Yeah. This is apple, and this is garlic. And these are all the things that we set on the table, so it's customary. And also sometimes we put fish too, like if it's not like the 7 S's are like the most important things that we put on the table for prosperity and good things in the new year, coming new year. So thank you very much for